want to get started and you want to start with an opening statement.
Sure. Yeah, this time of the year, there's always positives to take away from a game, and there's always things that really stand out that we want to work on. I'll start with the positives. We, coming in and playing a tough Lehigh team, they just hit 18 threes against Northwestern last week, and a big part of our game plan was slowing them down behind the three-point line. We know how much they lean on the three, and I thought we really executed our defensive game plan quite well. It was great to see, and we really emphasized rebounding the last couple of days in practice after a disappointing game against Holy Cross last week. And so really great focus by the team there, and great results in those categories tonight. I think obviously we fouled too much, and the free throw discrepancy was too wide there, and we certainly don't want to give good teams free points at the free throw line. And offensively, I think that we have to do a better job hunting better looks. I think that we're capable of being good scorers, and we've got a lot of threats out there behind the three-point line. So we've got to do a better job generating some higher quality looks, and I know that we'll continue to focus on that and grow in that area too.
And then if you wanted to speak on Gia's play today, I think she led the team with 18 points, I want to say. If you wanted to just speak on her performance today.
Yeah, I think you guys probably saw Gia's pretty fearless. She's really confident, and she should be. She works extremely hard. She's got a tremendous work ethic, and she's earned the right to play that way. We definitely count on Gia to go in and be aggressive, to be a threat, be confident. I think that tonight, she found herself probably with the ball in her hands late in the shot clock, and that's unfortunate, sometimes having to put up some difficult shots, but I know she's willing to do anything she can for the team. But I think she definitely helped us get the lid off to start the game and gave us a great spark and gave the whole team confidence. So she's playing really well, and we're excited about her production so far.
And then Gia, if you wanted to speak on your performance today, we know you had a great game, but just want to have your thoughts on it.
I think since I've been here, I've been told just to play my game and attack more, and that's been building my confidence, and just hearing it from Coach Mo and all the coaches and all the team, they're so encouraging to each other, to me. I couldn't be able to do that without them. So yeah.
And then wanted to open the floor up to any other questions from the media.
Hi, I'm Ciara with MTMB Sports. Gia, you came out and had a great spark, and if you could describe your game in one word today, what would it be?
I'm gonna take Coach Mo's word, fearless.
I like it. Thank you.
Yes. Hi, Coach and Gia. It's Bradley from WNBA Swish. Coach, you were speaking about some of the positives on defense. You had 12 steals, 2 blocks, and 20 points off the turnovers. Can you speak to what you saw in the defense that shined, and then things that you could possibly work on for the game coming up?
Yeah, I think that we, after Lehigh's quick start, we really upped our intensity and wanted to play more aggressively. And so I think we were being a little bit more physical and putting more pressure on the basketball. That was a really big emphasis, to see if we could get 2 hands up in their view, because Lehigh is really good at throwing the ball to those cutters off of their flare screens and back screens and things. So I think that once we started adding more pressure out there and supporting one another, we were able to generate turnovers, and that always helps any team, offensively getting down the floor with an advantage situation. So, I think we want to continue to play that way and not foul as much, so that we can not have such a big discrepancy in free points there.
And for Gia, speaking about your composure going into the fourth quarter, same things, not going your way. How did you keep your composure? How did you keep the team even level all the way till the end?
I obviously couldn't hit in the fourth quarter, but just having the mindset, when I'm open, I still gotta shoot it, because shooters gotta shoot. All of us weren't quite hitting it the same as we were, and just keeping each other up and encouraging words, huddling, stuff like that.
Monique, you guarded them so well in the third. Was the fourth maybe just them finding the level they had at Northwestern, sort of leaning on that experience, playing a couple Big Ten opponents on the road and then executing under pressure?
Yeah, I think that, if you look at Lehigh's shot chart, they almost never take mid-range shots, and they're really analytical, and I like that too. And so I think in the fourth quarter, knowing that we had done such a great job defending the three-point line, it looked like they were intentionally really looking to be aggressive, either get to the rim, and we were a little stretched out guarding the three-point line, so like get to the rim and or draw fouls, and they did a really good job of both of those two things. And then the flip side of that is now we're inbounding the ball. We're coming down the floor without any certain advantage, and going against a set defense is a little bit more challenging, so we really count on, the shots going in because we're not getting those sort of easy ones that keep that lead going. So yeah, unfortunately, I think in the fourth, we were just maybe a little stretched out, and they were getting some good looks at the rim.
Monique, we talked a little bit about it at halftime, but just with the preseason injuries you dealt with your team, how refreshing has it been for your team to have the emergence of two first-year players like Gia and like Emma?
It's been great, yeah. I think that with injuries, they're always so challenging because you know how much players mean to you and on court what they add for you and things, and then that's part of sports too, where it's our job and it's their job to have the mentality of next player up. And so we had the trip in Europe, and we had a little bit of time this summer to start sort of getting used to playing without those two and knowing others were going to have to step up. And so seeing them be prepared as first years and come in and give us such a boost is great, and it's obviously needed. We need that, and I am happy that they've been having that production early, and hopefully it's going to give them confidence to keep growing and knowing that we need them.
Gia, how would you describe your adjustment so far in the college game?
I think starting in Europe was like a good start, just seeing like they were older girls, bigger girls, more physical, faster. But I think just like leaning on our like core values and just like fast, physical, elite fundamentals have really helped. Just because I know I'm a smaller player, so I have to make up for that in other ways. And I think just each day I've gotten better.
Your body is just going to react because you're doing it every day in practice, obviously, and you've done it for a long time. But how important is it when your mind sort of clicks in and says, yes, I can play against these players at this next level?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think mentality is such a big part of the game. If not, it's bigger than the physical part. I think it's something I've worked on for a really long time. Just, you have those moments like I just missed like I'm 0 for 3 or something, and just like always just having just like next one's going in. And I always hear that from the bench or whoever's on the next one.
Coach, can you speak about the grit and intensity that Ima brings over the past 2 games that she's been playing?
Yeah, thanks for that question. Some things that come natural to her don't come natural to others. So, she's got a great nose for the ball. She had 7 offensive rebounds tonight. We saw that in scrimmages. Her offensive rebound numbers were high. And actually just a few nights ago, she was asked a question about her game and, was told, it seems like you really just, you get on the floor for the ball and you really attack the rebounds. Is that your game? And she said, that's basketball. Like for her, that comes natural, and that gives us a big spark because she is first to the floor. She is going to get loose balls, and she makes it look effortless out there, but she works hard, and she's really important to the team. She's an excellent rebounder, and hustle plays is in her DNA.
For better or for worse, she's had to be productive right away, obviously,
Yep.
with Ada and Alyssa not playing. Do you have any hopes for either one of those two to get back on the court?
Yeah, we are hopeful for Alyssa to be back at some point. Hopefully this semester prior to conference play. But I think we feel pretty good about definitely conference play. So she's been going through her progressions, and that's started to bleed into basketball activity. So that's been really positive to see, and a lift having her out there. Just, you know, everybody's really happy to see that for her.
Because, I mean, we saw obviously last year what an impactful player she can be for you.
Yep.
You know, but this time with her out, maybe beneficial to Emma in terms of her development, you know, just getting live reps out there in game.
Yeah, 100%. It's there's no substitute for those reps and for getting in-game reps and under pressure. So yeah, this has been really great for Emma's growth.
And Coach, real quick, can you speak of Grace's play today? 10 points, 4 rebounds. What are you liking? What you see from her?
Yeah, Grace is, I thought like she played really hard, and I think this year she's really upped her defensive presence out there and intensity. I think that, you know, we want to do a great job getting her breathers here and there so she can play at that really high level that you see from her. But she, you know, she's a great scorer for us, and she had 4 steals, and she makes those heads up plays, and you know, she's a really good player. I know that she you know, wants to help get it going for us offensively more, and she's got a lot of different ways that she can score the ball. So we want to continue to support her doing that, and but she's leading the group out there, and she means a lot to our group. She's she's a really great player.
If there's no more questions, do you have any final remarks to wrap things up from either of you? Any final thoughts?
Can't wait for the next game.
Right?
Second that.